Whoa, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, making our Christmas memories.
What's up, adventurers? Welcome back to the channel. I am, as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm about to embark upon an adventure I have never done before, and that is flocking our Christmas tree. I really hope YouTube does not censor me because I'm not saying the bad word, but if you don't know what flocking is, I'll actually insert a picture because a picture says it a lot better than I can describe it, but essentially it looks like snow. It's like a snowy effect on top of your Christmas tree. So, but rather than me going out and spending, you know, $200–300 on a brand new 7.5 foot Christmas tree, I thought I would actually try to do this a DIY project, which is why you're seeing a hot mess, because it is going to be, I don't know, it's gonna be a lot. So if you are planning on flocking your Christmas tree, or maybe that is what brought you to this channel, I'm so incredibly excited. My name is Michelle and I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and pretty much all the videos that you see on my channel are a sprinkle of cleaning and organization, DIY videos, and then of course there's always a little bit of Disney thrown in there as well. So, because I am currently training for a half marathon in January. So if any of that content sounds interesting to you, I hope that you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, just because it is so incredibly exciting. Christmas is just around the corner, so our family is preparing as much as we possibly can for the holiday season. So if you are looking for some DIY tips on how to flock a Christmas tree, then definitely stick around because this is gonna be quite an adventure. So let me show you guys the tools that you would need, and so let me flip you around. Okay, so I did a ton of research on what you would need to flock your Christmas tree, and this stuff right here, this premium SnoFlock, this is actually what the professionals use to flock their trees, either in like retailers and stores, you know, stuff like that, or like if you go to like a theme park or something like that, that is what I've heard that this is what they use. So I went ahead and purchased 2 5-pound boxes. I actually found this off of Amazon, so I will definitely link it below if you are interested. I will tell you though, it is November 8th when I'm filming this, and I'm gonna try to get this up on my channel pretty quickly because I heard this stuff sells out super fast. So if it is something that you are looking for, if you're interested in, I have done a ton of research on the different versions. And so I went ahead and purchased 2 5-pound boxes. I think it's gonna be more than enough for a 7.5 foot Christmas tree. Some of the different videos that I watched, like tutorials, I saw people with 25-pound bags. I saw people with 12-pound bags. So I was thinking if I had like 10 pounds worth, that should be enough, because I want it to look, have that snow flocking, you know, look to it, but I don't want to overdo it. So, but this is actually the main component that you will need. And then I have like an industrial style spray bottle. This is actually from Home Depot. Normally it is our bug spray that we use around the house, but I went ahead and emptied it and then just filled this with water. And then I've seen a ton of different ways to do this, so I'm going to definitely share with you what works, what doesn't work. But I heard using kind of a thick strainer, which of course I don't think my camera is gonna pick up just like the hole size, but I've seen people that have recommended using like the larger holes in your strainers. I just don't have one, and I'm not gonna purchase one just for this. That seems a little bit silly to me, but I'm not judging at all. I just didn't want to run out to a store to buy a strainer just for that purpose. And then I've seen people who just put it in a bowl and literally like kind of toss it onto a tree. So I'm gonna try a couple of variety of ways to do this. So I will definitely, of course, as I'm doing it, I will share with you what's working, what's not working. So, but it's kind of amazing to me that this is all that you need. This stuff is not cheap though, so just be warned. I will say that I thought you could just buy like the canned snow to kind of get that look, and no, you cannot do that. Every single DIYer that I trust to do projects like this, they all say do not waste your money on the snow that comes in a can, because it will not get you the same look that this stuff will. So yeah, I think we're sitting pretty. Thank goodness it is really, really nice out today in Atlanta. The fall colors are here, the cool temperatures are here, so it's gonna be a really, really nice time to go ahead and get this done. So whew, y'all wish me luck, because this could be either a super amazing win or we might be shopping for a Christmas tree by the end of this. You never know. So stick around to the end, because it's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's get started. As you can see, I have started to remove all of the different levels of the tree, and I actually decided to do this project just like this in the 3 different tiers that you'll see kind of as I'm fluffing the branches and just kind of trying to have everything set where it needs to go. But during the process, I actually plugged in all of the lights to see what worked, and of course, wouldn't it be our luck that all of the lights on our tree do not work, except for 2 strands that you can see that I'm removing now. Those were the only 2 strands that actually worked that I ended up using elsewhere in the house, and I will show you at the end the solution that we decided to go with. And of course, to get through this project, I was so lucky that it happened to be coinciding with the release and launch of the holiday Starbucks. So have you guys had your favorite Starbucks winter drink yet? And then of course, we had to put on some of our favorite tunes. I have a whole entire Spotify playlist that is full of fun Christmas music. So it's time for the fluffing of the tree. And I don't know about you guys, but this is the part that I definitely do not look forward to at all. It is typically in years past the part that my mom and I always kind of laugh that this is the part that we just do not like doing at all. But a trick that I have found that I want to share with you guys is to be sure to use gloves. It was a game changer. This is the first time I've done it, and I cannot believe I've never done it before.
But it's cold outside, it tingles in my heart. Breathing air that clears my mind.
And I wanted to be sure that you guys got to see kind of what our tree looked like prior to flocking it. Plus I wanted to have that memory as well, just the nice before and after. You can tell it was looking pretty rough, so I'm really glad that we went ahead and decided to do this project. So just wanted to share a nice before photo with you, or photo video with you. So now that you've got the station all set up outside to make sure that it's nice and easy to get access to all of the tools, I cannot emphasize enough about having an industrial style spray bottle. It was so perfect for us doing this project. It just made the misting spray just more even, and it just made life a lot easier. But as you can see here, it's like take a breath and buckle up, baby, because here we go. This part, I truly, you just have to slowly just really be patient and work with the tools that you have and the powder, and you will just find your flow with it. You can see that I started with the strainer and just kind of, working my way around the tree. And I learned that if, as the snow powder is falling on the tree, if I started to mist it immediately as it fell, it really adhered to the tree, and it gave that true flocking effect that you are looking for. So I just kind of intermixed it with using the strainer, and then of course towards the bottom layers I was actually using my hand and just kind of sprinkling it across the branches. I know that this is like a totally DIY project and a tutorial of how I did it, but you will truly find your flow. Just do whatever works for you. There's a ton of different ways to do it, like I had shared before. And so I really kind of just intermixed it with what I found looked really good. The bottom layers, the strainer does not work for the bottom layers. It's just too hard to get to it. And so I had to really get in there with my hands and just kind of sprinkling it across the bottom layers of the tree. I just really wanted to be sure that it looked somewhat even, but kind of imperfect, because as we know, snow doesn't fall perfectly. So I just wanted to be sure that, you know, it kind of had a natural appearance to it. So I hope that is helpful. And of course, if you guys have any questions on the technique, be sure to comment below. I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys will have. So we are all done. Essentially what I ended up doing is I just repeated the layers on the middle and on the top of the tree. And I'm so sorry that my camera battery died, so I wasn't able to share that with you. However, this is the overall look of the tree, and we are just so thrilled with it. And as I mentioned before, you can absolutely make it your own. You can do kind of more of a light flocking, which you can see kind of at the top, or you can do what we really liked was this thicker, more snowy, powdery effect to it. We just really, really liked it. So I'm so glad that we kind of ended up being very patient with it. And I'm tapping on the branches right now so you can see that there's still a little bit of powder that's going to come off of the branches. So I think I'm going to end up spraying it one more time before I apply any ornaments or anything like that. So, but as you can also see, the tree is now lit. So what we ended up doing is letting it sit in the house for 48 hours before I put anything on it, and ended up just going out to Home Depot and purchasing 4 strands of the white wire Christmas lights. I'm really glad that we decided to do that, because the strands that we had originally were green wire, and I just didn't think that that was going to look good. So we went with the white wire, and for $8 a box for 150 count per strand, I think it was absolutely worth it, because as you guys can see, the before and after, flocking this Christmas tree absolutely revitalized this tree. It's like a totally new tree. It brought it back to life. And so if you're kind of on the end of life with maybe your tree and thinking about investing in a new one, I highly recommend flocking it. It gives it a totally new look, and we are just so incredibly thrilled with it. So, but all that to be said, I'm so glad that you have tuned in to today's video. If Christmas content and winter content is something that you guys enjoy, be sure to subscribe to the channel. There are a ton of videos coming really, really soon, from shopping with me for holiday decor, and home decor, from decorating with me videos, just a ton of content coming really soon. So I really would encourage you to hit that subscribe button and then press the bell so that you're notified when I upload our videos. So, but I appreciate you tuning in, and thank you so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.